Hello and welcome back to Penwescombe Farm on Bessy Beneath. So I finally found out what the mod conflict was for the mower, and I've been busy tidying up the sides all the way down to the bottom of the drive, so the entrance road, that's all tidied up, looks much better, and I have done a little bit as well just round a little bit of the edges, around the sheds. I've done up the side here as well, and I think it looks a lot better, I have to say. So I am happy with the outcome. I didn't go on this side yet, but I have done around here, and it does make a difference. So I do want to do a little bit more in this episode because I'm still waiting for the grass to dry out in this field over here. So we're still waiting for this to turn to hay. It is actually the same in-game day, and as you can see, it's nowhere near. So we've got good weather anyway on the horizon, so it doesn't really matter too much. But let's quickly just jump in this beast and let's get cracking. I'm only going to do this for a little bit, but as you can see, I have got no erratic floating bagger on the back. It's working a treat. So what I want to do mainly is this bit here, because it's just well overgrown and it really does need a bit of work. So let's get started with this, try just tidy it up a little bit. And then we'll probably just crack on with finishing off the bales. I have finished off all the silage bales, so they're all sorted and happy. Look how overgrown it is. It's nuts. Yeah, all the silage bales that are on loaded up. I just need to put them away, so we're going to be doing that. And I am also going to spread some fertiliser in the two fields so I don't miss the chance to do that. So all the bales are up there. I will show you in a second when we put them away. First, let's just tidy this mess up. I mean, it does look nice, don't get me wrong. It's quite pretty with all the flowers and stuff, and the grass actually looks really good, the texture of it. I think it's just going to look a lot better if we try and tidy this up. Now, I'm obviously on the edge here. I don't want to get caught out. I seem to always get stuck on places on FS, as you can see. Probably not a very good idea, to be honest, so let's move this, because obviously I'm well stuck there. It's because the actual bit on the bottom is so low down. Look at it. It really does struggle. I think that'll be fine. We're never going to go that far up anyway. Maybe this bit here will be a good idea to clean up though, because we are going to swing around a few times, aren't we? And it just makes it look better. I'll have to get the strimmer. I know there's a strimmer mod, which will actually be pretty useful for that bit. And I'm happy with this. This looks pretty good so far. Let's just get that. It's going to annoy me. There we go. Now I have increased the capacity that this can hold, so things are a lot easier. I think I might have increased it a little bit too much though, because it can tip, so I have to watch out. I just missed a bit, I have, haven't I? May as well go back and get that. Now, it already looks a lot better. You can actually see where we're going, and it doesn't look too overgrown. This is really one thing that I should have done a lot more of in FS, but I was waiting for probably a really good mower. There is another John Deere mower that I've used on my roleplay series that it's pretty good. This one I think just looks really good as well, so now that I've got it sorted I am pretty chuffed. And it helps that I've obviously expanded it out so I can hold more capacity wise. And also by doing this it makes room for us to put maybe some placeables in, some small placeables. Now if you do reverse, it doesn't actually pick up, so you have to watch out with that. So if I now go this way, we'll actually pick this up. So there's a good space there now for us to put something. You can park a tractor, park a trailer there, you can even put a feed mixer there, whatever it is. I think it just not only does it make the farm look better, it also expands things out quite a bit. It looks like them bushes are actually in there, so I'm not going to be able to get them. Let's just do this last little bit over here. I think it should be job done with it. Right, so let's lift that up, and I think that'll do. And that looks so much better. It really does. Got loads more space. It looks more tidy. And it's definitely improved. And we could do a bit of the edge here quickly, because I have noticed the feeding trough is well, it's not the trough, sorry, it's the water pipe that I've placed in. It's a bit overgrown there. Hopefully that'll free that up a bit. We'll just do a bit of the edge, not much, just a bit. There we go. I'm happy with that. That is really has improved it, and I like I've kept a couple of the flowers just on the edges there. So let's go part this up, and then we'll move on to doing some proper farming. I do need to put the bales back, so we're going to make sure we do that first. I've got the baler there ready if I do round bales. I don't know yet. I haven't 100% decided whether to do round bales or square bales of hay. I'm still deciding that one. But I am happy with how this has turned out. Look at that, much better. Now I can actually see that. May as well use it. Little bits stick out, don't they? So I didn't realise before because, well, it was just under grass. But no, that's much better. It really is. Right, so let's get putting these bales away. So I have bought this attachment. And I haven't used it before, but I have seen a few people using it. It's quite cool because it's got a strap feature on it. So you can just, you don't need to pierce them, you don't need to use a big, like a round bale lifter that I usually use, because I try to be somewhat realistic in the sense of not piercing the bale with it being a round bale. So I do like this attachment. I think it's yeah, it's something different. It's pretty cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into the tractor and do the straps that way. I have completely overloaded that, definitely. I don't think it's supposed to have that many, but it worked a treat, so I'm happy. Whoa, didn't want to do that. And I definitely didn't want to do that. I don't know, should we try it? This is insane. Complete mess, so it's a bit of a strange one. It works, but it doesn't work. I don't know how people use it. I have seen people picking up round bales before with this, but maybe just individual round bales, which is a shame. It really is. So we're probably going to have to go back to using the proper bale lifter for round bales, unfortunately. It's a good idea. It's just not quite working, is it? It was a disaster, really. That is a shame. That bale's got some rock for it. Now that, in real life, that would never happen. Bales are so heavy. They really need to sort that out going into FS22. Some of the physics completely are off. So I'm hoping that they do make that a little bit more realistic. There we go. Somehow I got it there. So this is going to take some serious time now because of the fact that I knocked them off. I would like to use like just a fork and pierce them, but that's not how they do it with wrapped bales. So this is a big job now, all of a sudden. So I might just pierce them. I might think it might be easy to just do that, because So grab's going to take a while as well. And I don't want to, in the whole episode, me just putting these away, because that might be a little bit difficult for you to watch. So I'll go back, I'll get the actual bale fork, and we'll do this properly and a bit more efficient. Now, I'll tell you one thing, it's much easier with these forks, it really is, and I can pick 2 up at a time. So this is the way to go. I have put them back off the trailer, just hooked up to the 5713, so I've got quite a few in here already. So probably enough for us to get a few more cows. It's something we could actually do. It really is. We don't need to wait until we get another payday. 16,000, I think we would be good. Getting a few more, to be honest. And we could actually just drive down and get some, or spawn them in between doing this and the fertilising. The sooner we get them the better, because it just means that they're going to produce milk quicker. We're obviously going to have a gap, but it won't be as bad. So let's see if I can just drop them there. That one I put in first is a bit weird because of the fact that it was on the straps on that CSV, I think it's called, or something like that, bag lifter. Bit of a weird one, but I have seen people use it, so I thought I'd give it a go, but it doesn't seem to work too well on loading round bales. It really doesn't. It'd be good for pallets. In fact, it'd be brilliant for pallets, because again, it's another FS19 physics nightmare. Pallets, I've never enjoyed it because of the fact that it just, oh, you get so many problems and bugs and stuff. It's like this now. These bales are massive. Like in real life, they're so heavy. I'd never have an issue with dropping that and pulling out the fork. It would just easily do that. So I really hope that they sort these issues out going into the next game, because playing over, well, thousands of hours on it, it's just become really tedious to do. Like, look at the bale on the right now, it's moving forward. It's a strange one. So fingers crossed we don't have to persevere with that problem anymore going into the next one. I hope so anyway. And I think it'll make a massive difference, because bales definitely need to be heavier. And yeah, they need to sort out the pallet forks and stuff like that, especially if they're doing all the production features on the next game as well, because it's going to be important to be able to pick up the pellets. Now, can we move these without moving them back bales? Yes, we can. Right, so what I'll do is I'll finish this off. I'm nearly done now. And then I'll cut back in and we'll either be doing a bit of fertilising, or we might go and get some cows. Right, so there we go. They're all packed away. Not the best. Some of them are a bit lopsided, but it'll do for manual unloading and loading, which is what I've done. So I'm happy with that. So we'll leave them to ferment. They're still quite a way off, but we'll go and crack on with maybe setting up to do some fertiliser. Now, the sprayer, I have actually had a few issues with emptying out the herbicide, so I'm hoping that it will work with this tractor. Yeah, because it didn't work with the 140, so I'm hoping it works with the 390. Maybe it's got something to do with that, I don't know, but there's only one way to find out. So let's just drop this off here. And then we need to just make sure we drop the weight. Good job done. Now I'm going to have to use this because it's obviously got narrow tyres on. And we will be doing damage because we are quite late on in the growth stages of the barley. So let's see if I can unload this. It doesn't seem to want to do it, and there's no connection for me to empty it out by pump. So that is strange. I might have to look into investing into a new sprayer, because this one seems to be playing a few problems at the moment. But anyway, let's get the fertiliser in it, and at least that's done, ready. But I have just lost quite a bit of herbicide. I'm about to empty out. Right, so we're going to leave that there. We're just going to quickly jump into the 5713. I'm going to go and hook up to the animal trailer, and I am actually going to buy a few more cows, because we have got some silage now, and we're soon going to have some hay. So I think it's a good time to go and grab some more. So we can't pick up too many with this, but we can hopefully get a few. Just trying to think how many it holds, maybe 4. It's not the worst size, it's pretty nice. Typically what you'd see on a British farm. But let's just quickly have a look at it and just check the total amount I can hold. So I can only pick up 3 cows, unfortunately. But 3 is better than none, so first things first, we want to actually find out where we're going, because I haven't been to the animal dealer. It's just there, so that's not too bad. So let's put the beacons on, and off we go. We can have a look at the track as we go down. I've tidied it up, and it definitely does look better. It does make such a difference when you mow around the farmyard. It really does. Some maps as well, they just need it, especially Hofbergman. So I believe the animal dealership is just maybe over there, on the other side of this. Just about here, it looks like it. So let's reverse in. And I think this one actually does. I really do like this animal trailer. It's pretty cool, and it's got the feature of it having proper gates and everything, so you can't go wrong with that. So we're going to buy 3 Holstein, because that's all we can do. Could have, I'm sure you could fit a 4th in there, but never mind. That cow's, that rear cow is getting a lot more space than it probably needs. Anyway, now let's head back, drop these off. At least we're up in the amount of cows we've got. And if we do want to do it properly and get a bigger amount, we're going to have to lease out, aren't we? A proper animal trailer. Or we just spawn them in, but it just costs a little bit more. And I do like the idea of transporting your cows around. It's just, yeah, I wish I could actually move around a few bit, a bit more than what I can do with a trailer like this. Even though they look pretty cool. Just a shame it's got that lizard sign on the side of it. I always think that the lizard symbol kind of ruins it, but I understand why it has to be. There we go, job done. Drop them 3 off. Just quickly take this back. It's a shame about that sprayer though, that it's not actually allowing me to empty out the previous contents, switching between the herbicide and the fertiliser. It might mean that we might need to look at maybe doing solid fertiliser or something like that, because it might be easier. But then again, I could just buy a different sprayer. We should be making some good money as well in this series, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. Tell you one thing though, this yard looks much better. It really does. Right, so let's get this started. Hopefully it won't take too much fertiliser to do these 2 fields. We've also got some slurry to spread on the grass fields. We've got plenty of it now, and with us mowing, it will be a good idea to do that. Hope it's not going to be too difficult to see where I've been. Because I actually sprayed herbicide as well. I don't know if this will do the job. It might do, but we'll find out. Yeah, it doesn't seem that way, does it? Unless it's just because that bit there is not too bad. Let's see what happens when we get over to this stage here. No, it's the same, which is what I thought might happen. So what I'm going to have to do is progress a bit of time. I'll leave this in the field because I do want to try and get this maximised with the fertiliser so we can hit a good yield. Because it definitely can take more than that. It really can. Let's move over to this and we just have a quick look. Yeah, you can see the nitrogen levels on that are, yeah, they're too low. Obviously these two have dropped because we mowed them, but them two are way too low. So I'll progress time and I'll cut back in, probably in the next in-game day. Hopefully we can do it then. But if not, I'll cut back in either to do this fertiliser in this field or the hay, if that's actually quicker. Alright, so it looks like the hay is the thing to do. Grass is completely dried out to hay, all good. So we're going to do some baling. We're going to carry on and finish off these grass fields. So I've got out the old school New Holland D1000. Proper nice mod this is. Got a nice GB number plate as well. You really can't fault it. Look at that, you can see through it. Which is pretty slick. So let's get this cracking. I have set the bales to 6,000 litres. So let's unfold it first off. It's a shame we couldn't do the fertiliser, and I am actually now worried because on the growth stage I am at the dark green, but yeah, that is the darkest green, so it looks like I'm going to miss out. I don't know how that's happened. It does seem to happen quite a bit when I'm doing weeds as well, because the herbicide is just, yeah, it's just a pain. It's a pain. I've obviously messed up, but hopefully get a chance to do it. Oh well. Let's get this baler on the go. Now these are going to be different looking bales, so it might be a bit strange coming through the baler, as you can see, because it comes out as a custom bale type. So because I've changed the capacity, maybe it's going to be a bit strange. I mean, I've done straw bales before and they looked perfect, but this one doesn't look right, does it? Or does it? I don't know. Oh, actually, I think that's not too bad. Or is it encroaching on the actual part of the bale? I think it might be. Yes, it is. It's going through the chain as well. So that is strange. Now, I don't know if that's got anything to do with the Maize Plus mod. I'm really not sure, so we'll wait for the first bale to drop, because I have to say, I do like the look of that bale. That texture looks pretty damn sweet. Now I know this baler, like I said, it does offer a different size bale. It looks completely different. It also makes a few beeps. So let's have a quick look at this bale. That is definitely a new texture. Sure is. Or it could be my shader, I don't know. Right, so what I'm going to do now, because the video has gone quite a long time, I'm going to stick in a time lapse and I'll cut back in when I've done the whole field.
blending in with another crowd. When things go wrong, we'll pass the blame around. 'Cause I can't lie awake for someone else to say I can live my life.
And there we go. That's both grass fields fully done now. Got plenty of silage, and we've got plenty of hay. And we'll get straw when we obviously do the barley. But also, saying that, all the feeds has changed, so we do need to probably look at coming up with some solution for that. And I'm probably going to get the mineral additive for the cows. But we definitely got grass silage. We definitely got hay. The BG silage, beet shreds, something along them lines. We'll come up with some solution for the TMR. We'll have to obviously use a mixer so we can optimise our cows. This is probably going to be a big dairy farm, so definitely want to get a feed mixer and make some good TMR at the same time. Talking about the baler as well, definitely going to have to upgrade, because as you can see, can't be having this. It's a beautiful baler. I actually think it's really nice. And details is, honestly, it's really good. The pistons you can see moving inside on top when you open the cover. Well, they look like pistons. They're not pistons, but you know what I mean. Moving parts, basically. And it is really impressive. A few little bits and bobs that are a bit strange, like the brake light always being on. But we're going to have to upgrade. But I can't do that until I get a better tractor. So when we upgrade the Massey and get a bigger Massey, probably swap in the 390T, put some narrow tyres on this. Instead, and then we'll get a bigger Massey. We'll also get a bigger baler. I've actually got one in mind that I think will be pretty cool, but I'm quite a bit off that. So, yeah, we definitely need more power before I even start thinking about that. Let's just go and have a look at the field, and we can have a see how many bales we got. We did turn out with quite a few. You probably noticed as well in the time lapse I was picking up all the little bits. It does drive me head a bit insane. I have to get all them little bits, because I know I'm going to be coming in here with some slurry and getting that spread. Now, I might do one of them fields in between this episode and the start of the next one, just to get things progressing a little bit. And I might also put these bales away. And then I'll probably look at like maybe the feed as well. See if we can make a start on that. So hopefully in the next episode we can get some fertiliser on the ground. But there's always plenty to do on Penwescombe Farm. But on that note, I am going to leave the video there. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. That really does help my channel out. And if you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more videos just like this one on Farming Simulator.